today I am continuing on with Holiday Swatch Week, and today I have the China Glaze Holiday Collection for 2015. There are 12 polishes in this collection. There's a good mix of glitters and shimmers and creams and whatnot. This is going to be a larger collection because holiday collections are always huge. So I will get right into the swatches. No, I won't, just kidding. I found these on, I got these from Nail Polish Addict Sale on Instagram, but I know you can get them eBay for sure. 88 Beauty I think has them now. Head to Toe Beauty might even have them now also. So there's quite a few places you can find these online right now. I got mine from Nail Polish Addict Sale because I've had them for a good month, maybe even two now. I just haven't had a chance to post them. So I will get right into the swatches. So the first polish is called Son of a Nutcracker, and this is a brighter, slightly pinkish red with a pink shimmer. So here is one coat. This one is a bit sheer on the first coat. I can still see my nail line a good amount. The formula is good. It's fairly easy to apply. It's a little bit on the thin side for me. It's not terrible. I tend to like thicker formulas, so something that's normal for most people will probably seem a little bit thin to me. So here's two coats. This one does cover completely in two. The shimmer stands out really, really nicely as well. Also, for as much shimmer as in this polish, I really don't have any issues with brush strokes. So there is two coats of Son of a Nutcracker. The next polish is called Don't Get Elfed Up, and this is a black jelly base with some kind of duochrome glitter. It goes from a purple to a bluish greeny teal. So here's one coat. So this covers pretty well on the first coat. It's not completely opaque, but it is close. And looking at it on my nail, it's not a black base. It's more of like a bluish green. Formula on this one is good, smooth, easy to apply. It stays where you put it. It's a lot easier to control than the last one. The last one wasn't terrible, but this one is easier. So here's two coats. This one covers completely in two. I am seeing mostly the blue-green color on my nails. The purple shift is very evident in the bottle, but it's not easy to catch on my nail. I've been like twisting my finger all over the place trying to catch the light right to see that purple, and I'm not having any luck. So there is two coats of Don't Get Elfed Up. The next polish is Better Not Pout, and this is a bright magenta shimmer. So here's one coat. This one covers pretty evenly on the first coat. I can still see a bit of my nail line, and I feel like it's not quite deep enough. I shouldn't have described this as bright. I think vibrant was the word I was looking for. Formula is good on this one, smooth, easy to apply. Might still be a little bit on the thinner side for me, but again, I tend to prefer thicker polishes. So here's two coats. So two coats covers completely on this one, and it does deepen the color a bit. I'm not having too big of an issue with brush strokes either. Again, great formula on this one. So there is two coats of Better Not Pout. The next polish is called Peppermint To Be, and this is a kind of medium red with a gold shimmer. Here it is next to Ruby Pumps. When I first got this, I thought it looked like Ruby Pumps until I put them together, and yeah, they are very different. So here's one coat. This one covers pretty well on the first coat. It covers very evenly. It's close to the color that's in the bottle, but I can still see my nail line a little bit. Formula is good on this one. I do feel like you get a lot more polish on the brush than you need and keep having to wipe it back into the bottle. So here's two coats. And this one covers completely in two, and you can see that the color is deepened up quite a bit. So far, all of the polishes in this collection have dried really, really shiny as well. So there is two coats of Peppermint To Be. The next polish is called Mix and Mingle, and this is kind of a cooler purple cream. It is showing up a bit more blue on camera than it is in person. Here it is next to Creative Fantasy, which I thought they were going to be dupes, but Creative Fantasy is a lot more, I guess, of a true purple. Maybe it's a little bit warmer than Mix and Mingle. I definitely feel like Creative Fantasy has a bit more red to it. So here's one coat. This one covers okay on the first coat. Can still see my nail line a bit, and it's a little bit lighter than it should be. It's definitely more of a jelly or a crelly than a true cream. Formula is good. It's easy to apply. It does want to run down the sides of my nail a little bit. You can see I put it on a bit too thick on my pointer finger, and it's thinned out at the top and gotten thicker down at the sides where it's running down the side of my nail. So here's two coats. This one covers completely on two, and it does deepen the color a bit. This does dry nice and shiny. So there is two coats of Mix and Mingle. The next polish is called Break the Ice, and this is silver holographic shredded glitter in a clear base. And I am layering this one over Mix and Mingle. So here's one coat. So this one covers pretty well. I do get a good amount on the brush. It's a little bit thin. You almost have to let it drip off the end of the brush into the bottle before you get ready to put it on your nails. Definitely get a bit much the first time around. It does apply very evenly, and if you get a ton on there, you're going to have to manipulate it a little bit, but it is pretty easy to apply and spread around on your nail. So there is one coat of Break the Ice. The next polish is called Wine Down for What, and this is a deep dark wine red. This is Mary Berry from another holiday collection. It might have been last year. No, it wasn't last year. I don't know exactly what year this was from, a few years ago. And they are pretty similar. Wine Down for What is a bit, I don't want to say darker. It almost has more of a brick red quality to it than Mary Berry does, but they are pretty close in color. So here's one coat. This one covers pretty well on the first coat. It's not completely opaque. It's a little bit, I don't want to say streaky, it just has some lighter spots. I guess that's pretty much streaky. But it does cover well and is very, very close to a one coater. Formula on this one is fantastic, smooth, easy to apply. Doesn't want to run or pool anywhere. So here's two coats. This one covers completely in two. And great formula on this, and it does dry nice and shiny. So there is two coats of Wine Down for What. So the next polish is called Bring On The Bubbly, and this is a clear base, and it has gold metallic glitter and either very, very light gold holographic glitter, silver holographic glitter, or just gold holographic glitter. It's catching up so much sparkle in my lighting right now that it's hard to tell if I'm just looking at a holographic reflect or if the color is actually different. I have Delight from the holiday collection last year. I thought they looked similar. Delight has a bit of a paler gold glitter to it, and then the silver holographic bars that are in Delight are definitely not present in Bring On The Bubbly. Bring On The Bubbly is mainly, actually I think it's all hex glitters in a few different sizes. And I am layering this one over Wine Down for What. So here's one coat. This one covers pretty well. You do get a good amount of glitter on the brush. It's a little bit thinner in formula again, so you do want to be careful not to put too much on there. It takes virtually no work at all to spread it out evenly though. You just apply it like normal. So there is one coat of Bring On The Bubbly. The next polish is called Kohl Hands Warm Heart. This is a black jelly base with these almost like holographic peach looking hexes in there. I'm not sure if they're actually that color, if the base is making them look that color, but they're really, really interesting. And then there's also some finer holographic glitters in there and a finer purple glitter. So here's one coat. This one actually covers really well on the first coat. You get a ton of glitter out, and the coverage as far as what you can see of your nail through the polish is really, really good for one coat. Unfortunately, that coverage does come with a price. This is definitely on the thicker side. It's not difficult to apply at all, but I think if you did more than two coats, it would really be hard to build up because it is getting pretty thick. So here's two coats. This one does cover completely in two, but it is getting pretty thick. It's almost like a gel-like polish. This does dry incredibly chunky, so you will want a good amount of top coat, maybe two coats of top coat to smooth it all out. So there is two coats of Kohl Hands Warm Hugs. The next polish is called Ugly Sweater Party, and this is a mix of metallic and holographic, red, pink, and purple glitters in a pinky red jelly base. So here's one coat. So this one covers pretty well on the first coat. It's obviously not completely opaque, so it is going to need two. Formula on this one is also pretty thick. I feel like it's not quite as thick as the last one, but it is still pretty thick. Like when I pick the brush up out of the bottle, if you hold the brush up, the polish doesn't drip off the brush. It's that thick that it holds on. So here's two coats. This one does cover completely in two, and this one's going to dry pretty gritty as well, so you will want a good top coat, probably two coats of it. Again, this polish is definitely on the thicker side, as in like it's really thick. That's most likely because of all the glitter. Very, very dense glitter polishes like this tend to take an almost like gel-like consistency. So there is two coats of Ugly Sweater Party. Next polish is a Soiree, I Didn't Do It. This is a blue and green and holographic silver micro glitter mix and a green jelly base. So here's one coat. This one is a bit sheer on the first coat. Formula on this one is a lot better than the other glitters, though, because this has smaller glitter in it. I think it makes it a lot thinner and a lot easier to manage. So here's two coats, and this one covers completely in two, although depending on your application I can see where you would need three. This one is also going to need a good top coat because it is a micro glitter and it is pretty gritty when it dries, so it's going to eat the top coat. It's going to soak into those spaces in between the glitters. So there is two coats of a Soiree, I Didn't Do It. And the last polish is called Brand Sparkin New Year, and this is a purple jelly base with a mix of different sizes and shades of purple hex glitter, and it looks like some holographic gold hex glitter in there as well. So here's one coat. This one does cover pretty well on the first coat. Formula on this one is about the same as Cole Hand's Warm Heart, definitely on the thicker side. So here's two coats. So this one covers completely in two, and it is going to dry very, very gritty and textured, so you will want a good top coat. And like I said about a couple of the other glitters, this has a very gel-like consistency. It is very thick. When you pull the brush out of the bottle, it doesn't drip off the brush at all. It's not super difficult to use considering how thick it is, but it is notably thick. So there is two coats of Brand Sparkin New Year. So by far my favorite is Break the Ice. It's very, very rare to me that I see something unique from a mainstream brand before I see it from an indie. And I have yet to see these holographic silver shredded glitter. You see shredded glitter everywhere, but not holographic shredded. So I was really excited about this one. I think this is a really awesome topper and definitely fits into wintertime. So that is the Cheers collection from China Glaze for holiday 2015. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will talk to you later. Bye.